Here's a sandwich loaf I made using 20% whole wheat. I usually mix my doughs by hand, but lately I've been using my Halo mixer from Uni. So I thought it would be a good opportunity to talk about the importance of temperature. I usually try to hit a target dough temperature between 75 and 78 degrees so my dough doesn't overheat and cause the yeast to get out of control. So if I mix the dough by hand on a colder day, I might use water that's warmer than 80 degrees. But if I'm using a mixer, I might actually use cooler water, since you need to consider friction generated by the mixer. The mix on the spiral mixer is much more gentle compared to a planetary mixer that generates even more heat. In a spiral mixer, the dough hook rotates in one direction while the bowl rotates in the opposite direction, creating an efficient mixing process. This mixer allows you to dial in high and low speeds, which are things to think about for wetter and drier doughs and the amount of friction generated. So if you want more consistent results in your breads and pizzas, I highly recommend including temperature measurements as part of your process. I would say it's just as important as weighing your ingredients with a scale. And then think of the baking temperature. I started this one on a convection bake at 550 degrees and used ice cubes to generate steam for a nice oven spring. I gradually lowered the oven temperature over time to ensure that the interior was fully baked. And speaking of that, a great way to know when your loaf is done is to use a probe thermometer and see if the interior hits the temperature of 212. Thanks for watching, and good luck on your next bake.